There we go. All right, guys. So happy Alumni Day on a Monday. Don't blame me, blame the calendar. But anyway, want to just thanks for all coming out. Good to see many of y'all. I haven't seen a lot of y'all in a good few months. And so Megan Paul's going to do the Rose of Deltasig. I know, shocker, Chetta's not doing it, trying to spread the love around. But I'm sure we could coerce her into doing it if we really wanted to. But then Mary Moon's gonna start us off with the official toast. And then if anybody wants to do a toast, toasting to the fraternity, a Pacific brother, just brotherhood in general, just private message me and I'll get you somewhere in the mix. So it can be short and sweet. If it's long, don't make it too long. But yeah, let's get started. All yours, Megan.
All right. Flowers that bloom in life's fair garden, blossoming bring thoughts of life and love. You can see their petals falling as the seasons days roll by. The fairest flower in the garden, budding with a life that never will die, is a flower that we love so dear, the rose of Delta Sigma Pi, rose of Delta Sig, I love you. Rose of Delta Sigma Pi, when the shades of night are falling, I dream of days gone by. As I go through life's long journey, memories will never die. I will always hear you calling, Rose of Delta Sigma Pi.
You guys can unmute if you want to for that one. That was, dang, that. I'm very impressed, Megan. That's all I gotta say about that.
Thanks, Vito.
Awesome. Thanks for doing that. Without further ado, one of my favorite North Central people by way of the Southern Province, Florida specifically. All you, Miss Mary Moon.
Okay. I don't know how I can follow that appropriately, but I'm going to try. That was amazing. So I'm going to say, drink with me today's gone by, to the roses and the thorns, to the times we've cherished and those we've scorned, to alumni lost, we still remember, to the founders toasted each November, and to the rest of us who might be the best of us, let the wine of brotherhood never run dry. Cheers.
Very nicely done, Mary. And you didn't try to make us cry. I love Norm, but he be trying to make us cry. He knows it.
No, I specifically tried to go in a non-norm direction.
All right, cool.
He sends his regards. He is on a work trip right now, so.
And they don't have computers and Wi-Fi where he is on his work trip?
They do, but I actually think he's on a board call, so
Oh, well, all right.
take it up with the foundation, you know.
Nice. Always in service to somebody, anyone. How about you, Molly Ray? Want to say something?
I'm just gonna say sorry. I haven't been around lately for a lot of you. I've been very, very, very busy with work. College athletics is never ending. But I just want to say thank you to all of you for being great friends and always being there. And I am so proud to be an alumni of Delta Sigma Pi and be there to support the collegiate chapters with all of the amazing alumni. So cheers.
Love you, Molly. Roberts and Roberts?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have anything quite as well composed as Brother Moon, so I think I'm just gonna, this one I'll just be to brotherhood. I think that it's been a good thing for us and
Well,
to
I'll just say,
brotherhood.
to brotherhood, and to all the friends we've made, those who are here and those who are not with us, that we've made or I've made over the past 45 years. I'm grateful to all of you. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's see here. Yolanda? Is Yolanda still here?
Yes, yes, I'm
Oh,
still
there you
here.
go.
Just want to make sure everything was in order. I just want to, make a toast to all the brothers near and far. I wish everyone love and happiness. Cheers.
We are in operation. Nobody's crying on a Monday night. We need to do this more because then y'all act right when it's not the weekend. You know, duly noted. Duly noted. Is it Carpinella?
Speaking of crying, it feels good to address this group and not be crying my eyes out after some kind of event. But my cheers actually goes to Jim Gerhardt. Jim was actually one of the founding brothers of the Lambda Tau chapter, which is my home chapter. So I literally, without his help, without Nick's help, Beth's help, I know I'm missing, and Palmer's help, wouldn't be here today. So I think I want to thank you honestly from the bottom of my heart, and appreciate the fact that you gave me and about 250 or 300 or so extra additional brothers the opportunity to change their lives and change other people's lives. So thank you, Jim, and condolences to Yolanda for speaking of Jim's work, for raising her hand and asking to help in Northeastern province. And typical Bentley people, we put her right to work here. So welcome, Yolanda, and you could thank Jim for the workload you're about to get. So thank you, Jim, and happy Alumni Day.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Paul. And it was a pleasure, obviously, to work on the Bentley project, which became Lambda Tau, with you mentioned Ann, and obviously Nick, Beth, Keith, Gail, myself. We really enjoyed it. It was you had a great group to work with. We had a good team, and the timing was just right, and it was. And I enjoy, still going to conventions and seeing several Lambda Tau alum hit those events too. Sometimes I have to go to the pool to find them, but they're there.
You gotta go to the pool to find a bunch of Delta Sigs if it's at a conference. Don't let it be GCC.
You won't find Howard at a meeting though. So, but outside of that, you'll find him at the event.
Yeah, for my next one goes just I know I've let a lot of people in since I made the announcement, but if anyone wants to say a few words, give a toast or a joke, just shoot me a message in the chat. I'll add you to the schedules. Megan, go from singing to telling us a joke or making a toast day.
Yes, to all of the brothers who make this fraternity what it is, and for those of you going to GCC, please remember my singing voice when you hear my voice talk about all the proposals happening. Just flashback to this, don't hate me. And to everyone doing great things in this organization, because I wouldn't be who I am without it.
Adam? Adam, you're muted. It's been 2 years, Adam. You know what, you're muted now. Come on now.
Hey everyone, I want to wish everyone a happy Alumni Day, happy Frac Day, and just having just celebrated my 10th year as a brother. It's glad I'm here and get to know you all, and know you guys are always here for me if I need it. And cheers, l'chaim.
Cheers. Been doing these Zoom calls for 2 years and you didn't know when you were muted. I'm slightly disappointed in you, Adam. Just slightly.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna pick on Allison, but I was wondering if the birthday boy wants to say anything. I can't pick on her without getting Tony's permission anyway. Nothing from you, Tony? Sarah.
Well, you told me not to make you cry. So we all know how great the organization is, but I've learned, thanks to many of you on the call, how great it is to be an alum and how that has just enhanced my Deltasig experience so much. So here's to my brothers, here's to my friends, and here's to all of the great fun that we're going to have for many years to come. Proud to be a Deltasig, damn proud to be an alum of this great organization. Cheers.
Love you, Sarah. But you know what? Just for craps and giggles, what exactly were you gonna say that was the thing that you were gonna say gonna make Vito cry or the entire group cry or both? Just asking for a friend who is me.
Maybe both.
Take a swing at it. No,
I
take a
don't know.
swing
It
at
just like comes to me. So
it. Okay. Okay then. Say so. Mr. Heimerdinger, you want to follow your little on that one?
I didn't really have a toast prepared. Been busy, but I like to resort to Google for last minute references. So that's exactly what I did. And I found this quote: "May the best of the past be the worst of the future." And I was like, how is that an uplifting quote? What the heck? What the heck is that? But it makes me think, may the best of the past may have been the best, but always improve in the future. So always take something one step further to be the best. So that way, the best of the past is not the best going forward. And we will always have good alumni connections in this organization and a step in the right direction. Cheers, brothers.
Love you, Cody. No sarcasm that time. Karen Co. Wait, we got Papa
Yeah,
Co,
it says
Mama Co,
Tony.
and Little Co. Great.
One of the coasts, one of the coasts. So I just want to say that I'm grateful for Delta Sigma Pi, obviously. And I'm grateful to be a brother. And I'm grateful to know y'all. And I'm grateful to FRAC and what it's meant in our family to us. And cheers to brotherhood.
Can I get a drink?
I love the Co family. They're awesome.
We really are.
Uh, Jeanette. Yes, Jeanette.
Okay. Well, I just want to say tonight, I'm very thankful for all the brothers in the fraternity and all of my friends in the alumni. And I want to wish us all a year of peace and happiness and health. Cheers.
How much peace is there going to be at GCC? That usually just going to be crazy. How much peace is there going to be really this year?
That's peace in the crazy kind. That's just, you know, the squirrely version of peace.
At least there's no elections.
Exactly.
Exactly. Amen.
But we don't know how to do Congress in an even numbered year. So I think we're all just going to have to be finding our way, right?
Exactly. We're going to be winging it. It's going to be an adventure, a grand adventure.
And I for one would say, let's just do it once and then put it behind us and go back to the regular way, because I don't ever want to go back to the last 2 years.
Amen.
Here. I'm gonna butcher the name here, so I'm not gonna try it. Christian Brothers. I know that's where you went, but I can't pronounce your first name. Brother Spencer. There you go. Brother Spencer. I can't.
Oh, so it's pronounced Sharina. But for my cheer, I'm gonna say I'm thankful for the different opportunities and leaders that have helped my chapter at Christian Brothers University be what it is today, and from everybody that has helped the whole fraternity be what it is today. I'll cheers to that with my Bahala Blast.
Bahala Blast is the best. It's the truth. Joan? Atlanta AC, right?
Yes, I'd make sure I was unmuted first. Thank you. I think this week was like number 39, year number 39 for me, and it's been a great and wild ride. Here's to those who have come before us. Here's to those who will come after us. Here's to those who are with us. Thank you for your service, your brotherhood, your generosity, and here's to success for the 425 drive. And give if you haven't already.
Right now I have my collegiates playing a game of pick who's my friend in the photo. And basically the friend is always someone in the fraternity, and it's a volunteer leader, so they should know who these people are. And based on how many points they get, that's how much I'll donate to their chapter leadership fund. So IOTA Phi, keep up with those picks. I'm expecting you to win. Let's see here. I always lose track when I do this. Jody, did you say you wanted to say something?
No. Well, I probably should, I guess.
I mean,
I'll say
no pressure.
cheers to brothers. I can keep it short and sweet. I'm glad you're all here, and here's to many more years. Cheers.
That's the North Central way. Hey, Sean, do you have a funny one for us, like you did at the Founders Day Toast? If you don't, it's fine. I'm just asking for a friend.
Nah, I got nothing. Yeah, no. I mean, I can tell you a little story about what happened today. My daughter, my 4-year-old took a spill on Friday, got a little road rash on her face, and she had to go to daycare today. And so, you know, I drop her off, and before she went in, I was kind of talking to her about, you know, what she needs to tell the teachers if anybody asks, you know, what about her face. And she said, okay, Daddy, got it. About 15 minutes later, my wife gets a call from the daycare, going, hey, we just want to ask you, what happened to Mila's face? Because whenever we ask her, all she says is, you should see the other guy. So that's the funny I got, guys.
And Child Protective Services is on the way.
Oh, God. Oh, gosh.
The slancha to that.
First rule of Fight Club.
Yeah. Oh,
Of course,
man.
we'll get there, Jim, so be careful.
Oh, man. Hey, old man Joe, are you ready to do your toast?
I are ready. Are you ready for me? Okay. Well, since I've done this before, I'm going to do it again. A toast to Deltasig. So, doing a toast. Here's to brothers young, now and past, to brothers old and young. And as we become future brothers, let us have patience to learn from each other, to see the best in all. We need to speak wisely and the will to imagine success. We need the freedom to dream. That is what makes our brotherhood and makes our friendship survive. Here's to Deltasig.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for inviting us in.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Fans Alumni Chapter. I'm gonna need to. Is anyone else with me in thinking we need to somehow retrieve that toast from Brother Joe for marketing, t-shirts, and otherwise spirituality reasons? Because that's a really great toast.
Well, didn't you record it?
Well, I can't. You want me to transcribe that?
Maybe.
Let's see what
If you send me the recording, Vito, I can transcribe it for you.
I mean, I can do it. That's what I do professionally, but that's.
I can help a worthy brother in distress, okay? If you need help.
I have another shirt that I'm willing to share the concept of. Alumni are the glue that bind the traditions to the new.
Okay, that is good.
Do anybody want to buy that shirt?
That reminds me of that other shirt. Oh, collegiates are the heart, alumni are the soul.
Yeah, kind of. But it's more alumni forward.
It is alumni. We'll get working on that shirt. I guess, yeah, we don't have to work on that one.
Maybe next year's one of like a campaign shirt for next year.
Okay.
I like Joe's better though.
We can do both. Why not? Both. Both is, like Cody always says, both is good.
I'm at a stop sign. I have one, or a stoplight.
Katie, since you're at your stoplight and we don't want you zooming and driving, you want to get your toast right now?
Yeah, there are big ships. There are small ships that there are ships that sail the sea, but my favorite ships are friendships. So here's to you and me, brothers of Delta Sigma Pi. Woo!
Love you, Katie.
Love you.
Now, can we talk about cruise ship for a moment? Because a DSP cruise does sound absolutely lovely. I'm just saying. But anyway, we have a collegiate on with us before James wraps us up. If anyone else wants to talk, just shoot me a message. But we have a collegiate, one of my collegiates from Iota Phi's here, and she's a little shy, so give her some love. Go ahead, T. Say what's on your mind.
Oh, you called my name. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, my name is T. So right now I'm studying accounting, and this is my first time to hear. So happy. Alumni Day with you guys.
Nice. Yeah, funny story is T. I did my one-on-one DD calls last semester when she was pledging, and then this year she takes over community service. And then when their VP finance went missing, she took over VP finance. Like, and the books are balanced, guys. Like, she balanced it all out. Like, we gotta keep a good hold on her. Cody, make sure you keep T involved. Your operation there. Yeah, before we wrap up, anyone else want to say something before our favorite? If Cody's one mascot of Frag, the other one talks. Anyone else want to say something before that?
I'll say something. Yeah. Let me crack open my beer first. Well, I had to go to here to refill, so you know, so many toasts. Only so many ounces in a beer. Since it's Alumni Day, we should say, I'd like to say a few things about some alums that part of the reason why I've remained involved is I had good examples in Chicago, and I'll point out two brothers, which some of you know, of course, some may not. Both Jim Prescott, who unfortunately passed away this year, and Tony Fernandez, who passed away quite a while ago at this point in the 90s. They were good examples in Chicago. They showed, basically when as a collegiate, the involvement of the alums in the area and how it was more than just obviously your collegiate career in the fraternity. So through their good examples and the other members of Chicago Alumni Chapter, and at that time there were a lot of betas involved. A toast to them. Of course, they left a legacy, not only to us personally, but also, especially the beta chapter, the remaining of the House Corp money, which is available for various scholarships. So to them and what they left for us.
Hey, Jim. Jim and Tony left a great legacy for all of us, even those of us who don't live in your part of the country. Their reach was far, and I miss them all the time.
So I.
The whole not try to make us emotional or crying thing just went out the window, but okay.
Okay, it's Alumni Day. We get to miss alumni who we loved who aren't with us anymore.
It was bound to happen.
It was, yeah, I know. It was bound to. It was.
Hey, but we made it, what, 45 minutes? 35 minutes?
No,
New record? New record.
And Jim was the one that took us there. So who knew that could happen?
He's gotten me there. He's giving me some pep talks that have made me like get in my.
Well, that wouldn't come from, as far as those two, Prescott was, you didn't get a tear from him, but Tony was much more emotional.
If anyone ever wants some good Tony Fernandez stories, Mark and I have some. Like Tony announced our engagement before we even knew that was even a thought. So just, if you need those stories, if you want to have a beverage in Cleveland, we can share.
Yeah, well, at least Tony asked me probably before he got, I don't know if he got a chance to talk to you first before he printed it, but.
Tony called me to ask me if it was okay to announce our engagement before Mark asked me.
Oh, well, I was in control of the asking, so I didn't have to worry about that.
God knows. God only.
Obviously, that was my fault.
But for those that don't know, Tony put out a newsletter to the alumni called Echoes. And okay. And like some of the stuff they do with beta chapter, it's kind of I don't say a gossip sheet or something, but he always have the other news. And that's the kind of stuff he published in that. So, and he kept his ear to the ground, so he knew what was going on.
We knew what was going on.
Yeah.
For
being
a board position called first was director of alumni activities, Then later on, it was vice president for alumni benefits and services. But that specific role, that specific position ended at the in 2001.
Yeah, that's being a collegiate from the Chicagoland area. I always heard the stories about Fernandez and got to meet Prescott, and that was just two good, two very good brothers. Very, yeah. Thanks. Should I make my toast before or after, Jane? Wait a minute. Are Nels here? Oh, if you think you're getting out of not doing a toast, you got another thing coming, mister.
Did you really think he was not going to show up?
I didn't know who was showing up tonight. But go ahead, Arnell. Go ahead. I'm ready for it. He's the one that's always hard-headed. Let's hear it. I'm ready.
My toast is going to be what I put in the chat, because there's nobody who's affected so many of us more than who I mentioned there. Miss you, Rich. We are who we are because of you, one way or another. Simply said. Miss you, Rich.
Mr. Cohn, you want to go lead us off before I close us out?
Sure, why not? So, I didn't prepare anything, so I guess I'll start off by saying that I guess this whole weekend has been full of Deltasig and everything like that. It started with Friday, where Xi Upsilon at Marshall, they did their 20th anniversary celebration. And I got to speak there. I actually prepared something for that one so I could try to keep my thoughts concise and everything like that. And the event was in the basement, and so whenever I went to pull it up, it wouldn't pull up because there was no reception. So I had to go from the heart. So I think that that's kind of my way of doing things, I guess, from this point. But at that event and everything like that, there were, some alumni that were there, and you could see how they were re-energized and everything like that just by kind of hearing what the fraternity means to people, including myself. It's one of those things that sometimes I feel like, or I guess we can all kind of feel that, we're kind of out here alone doing our thing or whatever. And then it's like, it's not until you think about like, oh no, I'm not alone. There's all this other stuff going on, that you kind of get re-energized. And Saturday, being at Marshall and everything, there was the green and white game. Walking to the game and everything like that, I actually saw one of the previous chapter presidents, and so I got to stop and talk to him for a little while, catch him up on some of the latest stuff in DSP and everything like that. And then Sunday was Alpha Upsilon at Miami of Ohio, had their Michael Hayes race, and getting to see their chapter, Cincinnati alumni, and just everything that they do for Michael Hayes and everything like that. I know Jim can probably give a better description of the history there and everything, because he's probably used to telling it a little bit longer than I have. But basically, getting to see what it meant to the chapter and everything like that, and having some of the brothers' parents that were there that kind of saw what the organization means to people and everything like that. It really gets you to understand how far our reach is. And yeah, it's definitely what I've needed the past few months and everything like that, stepping into back into the RVP role and everything like that, having a bunch of other stuff going on with DSP and just life in general. It's what I needed to kind of get re-energized to keep moving forward and everything that I need to get done. So And tonight's just an extension of that. And today, I guess in general, is just an extension of that. And seeing everybody being so excited about the fraternity and our future. So I'll try to keep it somewhat short for me, I guess. And yeah, thank you all for being here, especially Frack, just keeping us going for the past couple of years now. And this has been awesome. And thank you all. Love you all.
Definitely doesn't touch your after Congress toast, but that one was pretty good, Con. Pretty good. Guess I'll if no one else wants to say anything, I guess I'll end us off. One, happy Alumni Day to everyone that's watching the broadcast on Facebook, and two, happy Alumni Day to all of you. I can definitely say for me, the alumni have been the biggest part of my fraternal experience, because I didn't always come from the best home chapter, and someone who's not on the call, so I can say this because I don't think she'll see the live stream either. Mary Miracle found me at my first lead, and just pulled me aside, and through the next few years groomed me to be a good alumni and a good Deltasig overall. And I can say, even as a younger than some people on this call alumni, that's all I'm gonna say about that before I get yelled at. It's definitely the alumni like Mary, Rick Bonner, Claire, Jim, honestly, so many people, I can't even name them all, that have made DSP worthwhile, especially when the times have gotten less than ideal. Something I can say is I never thought I could make an impact as an alum, because when you got great mentors around you, you don't know if you can really match up to that greatness of being a Deltasig alum. And then DDing for 4 chapters this year. In the recent few months, a few of them have reached out to me and said, they would like to be a DD like me or become an alum like me because of what I've exemplified to them. And all I can say is the alumni wheel, what we give to each other, it gets to our collegiates, and hopefully they just continue that wheel. And it's really amazing to see when you sit back and think about it, which I don't do often. And like I've said before, as long as the brothers in the frat stick together, we may not like each other, we may not agree with each other, especially about food topics, Cody. But when the brothers stick together, the world and the members and anything else that comes at us won't be able to destroy the fraternity. And with that, I say, happy Alumni Day. Cheers. Love y'all, most y'all, and happy Alumni Day. No, we do have more toasts. Cheddar, what you want to say? You want to sing something? Want to say something? It's always time for Cheddar to say something with that.
Yeah, how about I'm saying something and not singing? I love it. Megan, you did a great job. So I literally had to jump off because I had to do a Leadership Foundation presentation, like a 30-minute presentation in 10 minutes. It was crazy. So, well, what I want to say is, for everybody on this call and everybody who's listening out there, what I appreciate most about who we are as a brotherhood is some of the points that I know you guys already touched on. We come from different backgrounds, but this is our commonality, right? And regardless of us, we don't always agree. Sometimes we disagree, but at the end of the day, we still love and respect each other because of the commonality of where we began. And I can't tell you how much that fills my heart that I found this organization and I'm still involved. And even though I get tired sometimes, I still push on because I see the younger brothers that just put a ray of sunshine in all of this. And then I've created some relationships with some older brothers and everyone in the middle that keeps me going. So to all of you guys, thank you for your love. Thank you for your dedication, and happy Alumni Day.
And Shetta, we're going to do that hug circle. I know I didn't make it to Pittsburgh, but I promise Cleveland, We're
Girl.
finding that hug circle.
Listen, you and me, we probably
And
won't
it's
get
gonna
nothing
be,
done.
the rest of you do not get between Chetta and me. We are forming a hug circle, but we get to go first.
Yes,
course.
absolutely.
Wait, I
can't
want to
wait.
be in there.
No,
Have you-
Mary, you can be there. You can
Yes.
be there. I'm not saying everybody here can't be there, but Chetta and I owe each other about 7,000 hugs.
We do. I can't wait.
It's gonna be like a
I
World
need some
Series victory hug.
Burlington.
Yes.
I think we
I need
just
some
ought to set
brother
up a whole big ballroom space area just for hug circles.
There we go.
Can we do a fundraiser for an over and under on hugs?
We probably could.
Is that a
Well, you
thing?
know, we could
Wait.
suggest that to our local foundation trustee. So
If
Chet
only we
could,
knew a foundation trustee.
All right, guys, before we get into the chatter, I want to say one more thing on the recorded line, then I'll take it off. But I do want to say this. The one thing that I've learned zigzagging the country is, I know the pandemic was terrible, don't get me wrong, but I think the one thing that made last Alumni Day special was most of us were still locked up in our houses, and so many ACs were still able to meet, and numerous groups like FRAC were able to form and meet and whatever. And I think that's something going forward as we get back to our normal, whatever this normal is, because I'm still not sure about what's going on outside, because we got World War III going on and everything. I don't know what's going on. But you know, the one thing about being an alumni is you can go anywhere you want, you can find a brother. T, make note of that. You know, we should do our best to stay connected to each other throughout the country, whether it's jumping on a FRAC call, whether it's two ACs linking up. As long as the brothers are genuine, I'm not telling anyone to go around people that are not great, but there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to connect the West and East Coast together through ACs, through Zooms, through Google Meets, Facebook Meets, whatever. Because that's the only way the fraternity in this new digital age, with new alumni coming out from the entirety of a digital generation, that we're going to keep going. We don't have to do things the same way. I know I'm going to get heat for that. We don't have to, all the alumni chapters and alumni groups do not have to do things the same way. But staying connected is the one way I think we can make each Alumni Day special. And I hope we can continue to keep doing these toasts every year, even if it's only a few of us joining, because I mean, there's still some people on this call I've never met, and there's people that I haven't seen in a while, and it'll just make when we meet in person, whenever that may be, you know, whether it's private trips or GCC and lead trips, it'll make it all the more special. And with that, what do you want to say, Omar?
Oh, I just wanted to say, you know, just a little bit of my toast or whatever. I'll just keep it short. So my time as DSP has been 90% alumni, 10% collegiate. I only had like one semester after I initiated in my senior year. So, but I just want to say I'm glad I stuck around for alumni life. Looking forward for more years. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Omar, we're glad you stuck around too.
Oh, thank you.
Does anyone else want to say anything before I take the record and the live broadcast off? Because I think we need to go back to that whole GCC hug fest. Okay. Well, with this, happy Alumni Day to you guys watching online, and wait for it.